It's Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Just kidding. Welcome back, guys. Today's Wednesday, and that means story time. So today I have a pretty crazy story, but I wanted to start out by saying we're going to be talking about sexual harassment, sexual abuse, and I can understand that that can be a very triggering topic, and I don't want to trigger anyone. So if you feel as if that may be a sensitive subject to you, I suggest you click out of this video. Daniel and I have a lot more videos that are fun and upbringing, and I would much rather bring happiness to your day than bring upon something negative. But regardless, if you stay or you don't stay, I love you all, so thank you so much. Now, I also would like to say this is a very serious topic, and I don't want anyone to take it as I am making light of the situation and that I think it's funny, that it's a joke. It's not. It's very serious, and I stand by that. So I don't want to see in the comments that I'm making this a joke, because it's not. It's not a joke. Period. Regardless, it's not a joke. I don't think it's a joke. Don't accuse me of thinking it's a joke. Now, I don't know how this girl feels. All I know is what she accused me of. So, all I can do is tell my side of the story. So, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? Okay. So, a while ago, I used to work at a very popular waxing place, because I'm an esthetician. If you guys didn't know, I graduated beauty school at the age of 17, so I'm a licensed esthetician. Well, with that being said, I used to work at a waxing place, and so I waxed everything, all parts of the body from the head to the toe. One of the most popular things I waxed was the bikini area. I would give people Brazilians, I would do their eyebrows, stuff like that. Well, one time, this girl came in, and we got to talking, as I do with all of my clients, and I learned about her age and what school she went to and all this stuff. And we were the same age, and we were both in college, and it was just so cool. We were just connecting. I thought, like, hey, this is a cool girl. She's nice, why wax someone in silence? And like, getting such a personal area. I'm sorry, guys, my screen keeps going black. I'm not trying to keep touching the screen. Okay, so being that I'm in such a sensitive area, I was giving her Brazilian, I was trying to just talk, because a lot of people feel uncomfortable with their pants off with a stranger, which is 100% understandable, like, I don't want anyone to ever feel like they're being judged, because I'm not judging anybody. And I see it all day long, so it gets to a point where it's like, I don't think of it as a private part, but more as like, I'm just gonna do the best I can, I don't know. Anyway, getting off topic. So this girl is getting a Brazilian. Now, mind you, I'm an esthetician. I went to school for skin. And waxing. Therefore, I am all about the skin having it look good and clear and soft. I'm also a waxer. So I like when things are smooth and clean and soft. That's it. There's no weirdness to it. That's just is what it is. Okay, so as I was waxing this girl, as I go to... Okay, first of all, I don't even know if this is what it was. I have no idea. I have racked my brain. Racked it. I have no idea why this girl accused me of sexually harassing her. But with me thinking back to everything that happened during this session, once, not repeated, not continuously, when I went to go in between her legs to wax, my arm, this piece of my arm, barely touched her leg. Now, I get it. Don't even need to tell me. I shouldn't have said this. I can understand where maybe when you don't have your pants on, it is more of a vulnerable situation. Therefore, anything makes you feel sensitive. Me not thinking of it as that and just thinking of it purely professional, it did not cross my mind in the moment. But as this piece of my arm barely touches her leg, I was like, oh, your legs are soft. Not like, oh, your legs are soft. No, I was like, oh, your legs are soft. Purely professional. To the point that I didn't even remember I said that until later, having to rack my brain of what this girl must be thinking of. So, after saying that, I completely dismiss it because I thought nothing of it. So, I continue to wax her area. Now, mind you, I was kind of new, so I was kind of slow. But I wanted it to be waxed to perfection, so I took my time. We're still, mind you, after that comment, having a great time. She's still telling me about her family and her school and her life hobbies and her ambitions and all this great little stuff. She seems to still be having a great time, you know? And then, mind you, 10 minutes go by and she tells me, oh, I'm really sorry, but I have to go. And I'm like, oh, okay, are you sure? Like, we're almost done. And she was like, no, it's taking longer than I expected, so I gotta go. And so I'm instantly like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going too slow, I'm new, like, I feel so bad, that's what I'm thinking, like, since I'm new, I'm kind of slow. So, I felt bad, like, this poor girl got left with someone that's newer. Usually she goes to probably a really experienced waxer, and, like, I don't know, I just felt bad. Like, I was not expecting a tip because she had to leave halfway through, and, like, that's not fair, So, whatever. I feel bad, but it is what it is. I need to go to my next client. Well, at the end of the day, they tell me, that girl you helped earlier. And I was like, who? And they explained to me, because I hadn't really thought anything of it. And they're like, yeah, she refused to pay. And I was like, oh, that's probably because I didn't finish. But I was going to finish. It's just she said she had to go. And they're like, she not only refused to tip and pay, but she accused you of sexually harassing her. What? Like, I'm like, what the? Like, I was freaking shook. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, are you kidding me? I am a lot of things, but I do not go around sexually harassing people. I don't do that. That's not my thing. So I'm just like, why? What did I do? Did she tell you what I did? And they're like, no, she didn't say it. But she said she was very uncomfortable with you after you had sexually harassed her, and that's why she refuses to pay, because you had made her feel very uncomfortable. It's not a joke. It's not. If she feels as if I did that, it's not funny. It's not okay. That is awful that she felt that way. Absolutely awful. Now, I think, why did she stay for so long if she felt as if I sexually harassed her? Now, trying to be objective about the situation, maybe she felt so uncomfortable that she was afraid to say anything, therefore she was afraid to leave. Potentially. But what I don't understand is why she continued to have clear, fun conversations with me. I feel, again, I don't know, but I feel as if I felt uncomfortable, I would either leave right away, or I would not continue having conversations with this girl. I would continue to maybe get waxed if I didn't leave right away, and then be silent the rest of the time. But she didn't. She continued to initiate conversations with me. Now, what makes me so mad about this is, first of all, I don't feel as if I did that. Second of all, I have not, to this day, like, I want to say like 3 years later, to this day, I still don't know what this girl thinks I did. I mean, that whole leg thing is the only thing that was potentially close to that of her feeling uncomfortable. But I don't even know. I didn't even get to know what I did to her. But on top of all of that, this girl, I believe, again, everyone has their own truth, but I believe, wrongfully accused me of sexually abusing or sexually harassing her. And with that being said, if this case would have went to court, I would have lost my esthetician license. Therefore, I would have lost my career. I would have lost my career over an false accusation. I don't think she realized the severity of how much that could have impacted myself and my career. That's not okay. So, again, I'm not trying to blame the victim. No. If she felt that way, she's entitled to that. And I sincerely apologize if I made anyone feel that way. That is not okay. But I, in my heart, do not believe that I did anything to make her feel that way. Knowing that I am in a very vulnerable space with these people, I'm very careful. Now, maybe that leg thing was a little past the line. Although I had no weird intentions, maybe I should have been more careful about that one. But besides that, I never said anything inappropriate. We talked about school. We talked about her family. Stuff like that. Nothing inappropriate. I didn't talk about my boyfriend. I didn't talk about... I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. I just... It blows my mind to this day. I still can't fathom the fact that she would accuse me of something so serious. I don't know. It freaking blows my mind. But, so, the next day I go into work and the manager tells me, I'm going to need you to write a statement. From the minute that you took her from the waiting room to the time that she came back out of the tanning room, I need you to tell me every single detail that happened while you were with this girl. Every single detail. From the minute you said, hi, my name's Amanda, to the minute that you said, bye, have a good day. Everything that happened in the waiting room, everything that happened in the room with her alone, and everything when you told her goodbye. I'll do it. I was so quick to do it because I am going to defend myself because I didn't do anything. So, I did. But of course, I didn't get any free time to do this. So literally, we have one computer and it's in the hallway of all of the rooms. Like, there's a bunch of rooms, and then in the hallway, there's one computer that everyone clocks in and out on and checks their schedules of who they're waxing that day and all that stuff. So, in between clients, I would wax someone. Then, if I have a little gap in between, typing, trying to do my statement, then get a client, typing to do my statement. It took me all day and then some because I wanted to get every single detail in there, including, that's right, I did include that comment. I admitted that maybe it was not appropriate and that although I had no bad intent, maybe this girl took it in a certain type of way. So, my boss told me, I'm going to take your statement, I'm going to take her statement, and we are going to see if they match. If they do match, we'll go from there. If they don't match, well... So for a couple weeks, I'm just waiting, like, am I going to lose my job? Am I going to lose my esthetician license? Like, what truly is going to come of this? Like, I'm, like... So, weeks go by. Months go by. Years go by. And I never hear about it again. Now, what this tells me is that when I told the truth and only the truth, the only thing that's had happened, they realized that I had done nothing wrong. Like I said, if she feels a certain type of way, that's on her. I respect that and I validate her feelings because we all have our different levels of comfort. But I just wish, I understand before you get on me, I understand that when you feel uncomfortable, you don't always feel comfortable to speak up, of course. But I just wish you would have come to me, hey, you know what, I don't appreciate you saying that to me, that makes me feel very uncomfortable. So then I would have known and I could have stopped whatever I was doing, but no. So months, weeks, years go by and I don't hear anything of it. Therefore, my job, or whoever's job it was to make that decision, came to the conclusion that I hadn't done anything wrong. I hadn't said or done anything wrong, because if she gave a statement and I gave a statement, her statement would have claimed onto what I did wrong, supposedly. And when reading that, they found nothing wrong with what I had done. So I really want to be empathetic to her. I'm really sorry if you're watching, if I did something to you. I wish I knew to this day what I did to you. But I just hope that, I don't know, it blows my mind that sometimes I feel like people do things without thinking of the repercussions. If you feel like you're getting abused or harassed, 110% stand up for yourself. Do not be silenced. But I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. And that's where the issue is. The issue is not that she stood up for herself. The issue is that she wrongly accused me and I almost lost my job. That is not okay. And for what?